Greetings! In this video, I will discuss a few things you need to know before using MIT App Inventor 2. In the previous video, Preparations for using MIT App Inventor, I discussed the equipment, software, and network requirements. And if you have not watched that video already, I would recommend that you go back and watch that video before continuing with this video. The topics discussed in this video will include logging into App Inventor, starting a new project, saving projects, opening previously saved projects, connecting the computer and Android phone or device, restoring a lost connection, and the two App Inventor Workspaces. You will go to the MIT App Inventor website. There in the top right-hand corner, you'll find an orange button that says Create Apps. Click on this button and it will take you to a Google login. Many of the schools I go to, the students have their own Google accounts, but in cases where students do not have their own Google account, what I have done has been to create a number of Google accounts so I can give each student an account that they can use as they're working with App Inventor. I will log into the account. Now, if this is a computer where I have not used this Google account, I will receive a message that is asking me to confirm that it is a legitimate login. That message will generally show up on the phone or whatever device is associated with that particular account. Also, when students log in to App Inventor for the first time, they will be asked to accept the terms and conditions for using App Inventor. They will be asked to take a survey, as you see here, and they will also see a Welcome to MIT App Inventor screen, and they'll need to hit the Continue button at the bottom to continue on to App Inventor. If you have not created any projects in App Inventor previously, you will begin at the My Projects page, where you will see an empty list of projects. If you have created projects already, then App Inventor will automatically open whatever was the last project that you had opened. Now we want to go and start a new project. So what we will do is go to Projects on the top. From the menu, we will select Start New Project. App Inventor will now ask us to give the project a name. Name it anything you want to name it. Just don't put any spaces or any special characters in the name. So I will name mine swirly underscore swirly underscore swirly and say OK. Now I have a new project. It takes me to the App Inventor Designer Workspace, and I see I have a blank screen, and I can begin working on the project. One aspect of App Inventor that some will consider a feature, others might consider it a bug, is that whenever you make changes to an app, it automatically saves those changes. Therefore, if you are working on an app that you created earlier, you may want to save your new work as a new version so that you can always go back to the work that you had done previously. To do this, what you will do is go to Projects, select Save Project As, and give your project a new name. So I will take Swirly Swirly Swirly, and I will name it Swirly 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 version 2 and say OK. If you want to open a project that you had saved previously, So for instance, in this case, if I want to go back to my original version of swirly, 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 what I will do is go to My Projects. This will now bring up a list of all the projects that I have created. Click on the project I want to open, and it will then open that earlier project. For this tutorial, I'm assuming that you are connecting the phone and computer wirelessly. To do that, you will go to Connect, and you will select the AI Companion. What this does is to bring up a barcode. Now, once you've brought up that barcode, what you next want to do is to open the AI2 Companion app on the phone. It offers the option that you can enter the code manually, but I prefer to use the QR code scanner. So click on the blue button, and this will bring up the camera, and use the camera of the phone to scan the barcode. And then once you've scanned the barcode, then you will be able to see what is on the computer screen on your phone, and then this will let you test what you've done in your app on the phone. Now, if you are using a USB cable to connect the phone to the computer, obviously you will select USB from the Connect menu, and if you are using the emulator, you will select Emulator. Keep in mind that to use both the emulator or the USB connection, you will need to have the AI Starter software installed on the computer that you're using. While working with App Inventor, you might at some point lose the connection between the computer and the phone. If you are testing an app and a feature that you've just added does not show up on the phone, or it does not work on the phone, one of the first things to check is to verify that you have not lost your connection. If you have to restore that connection, first of all, you need to clear the app. In this case, it's the MIT Companion app on the phone. So in most phones, there is a square at the bottom, and you click the square, and then that allows you to clear out or shut down all the apps that are running on the phone. And then after you've cleared the app on the phone, then you will go to Connect and select Reset Connection. That clears out your previous connection on the computer. And then go to AI Companion and repeat the steps that discussed previously for connecting the computer and the phone. When you open a project in App Inventor, it will take you to the Designer Workspace. This is where you will add components to your app, such as buttons. It is also the area where you will design the visual display for your app. The other workspace is called Blocks. In the top right corner, now Designer is highlighted. Let's click on the Blocks button, and that will take you to the Blocks workspace. This is where you'll do the programming for your app. On the left-hand side, these are different types of blocks that you can add to your app. This video and other videos in the series are accompanied by written summaries of the video contents. These summaries and other videos may be found at the Brain Hackers website at www.brainhackers.net.